Clapping. There's no more clapping. Damn it.
Why do you listen with the headphones?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that clap
it's like it's there, and then it like the audio thing will just go past it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, where is it? And then it's it.
Well, welcome back.
Episode 10!
Yeah. Is this a big milestone to have the 10th episode?
No. Well, honestly, the past few weeks thinking about the podcast has really depressed me. So
yeah. Well, I mean, like, we're still getting some views. I mean, we're averaging like 30 per episode.
Yeah.
We see an uptick on the weekend after it's posted, which is weird, but whatever.
Well, it's cool because we're blacklisted on TikTok and we can argue about that and bitch about it.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, okay, so for all you out there in the world, it's not us. I'm turning the volume down on my phone. So if I go to my personal TikTok, right, the Andrew poop with the toilet, 715. If I switch to the podcast TikTok, 14. It's literally the same thing. I use a different sound. Maybe I should make another one with Andrew.
We could try and figure out, like...
Is it like the hashtags I'm using?
Maybe you even have to just, like...
I'm using the same hashtags, though. Yeah,
but, like, if you combine your... Like, not beats separate, right? So the silly one that you did when you... duetted with that other one.
Yeah,
you got like
that and oh my god, that one drives me even more nuts because I duetted somebody who was crying because they couldn't figure out how to use a ratchet strap. Yeah. Who kind of got mad at me because she's like, "Why are you going out there? Why are you going to help? You don't even know this person." I was like, "Yeah, but I feel like I need to help." So all I did was it's just me, not even showing me. It's just my hand.
Yeah.
And doing the ratchet strap.
Right.
1,730. Right. 1,730 views. I keep getting a couple a day.
Yeah, I don't.
And something that you put effort into with like the visualization and everything like that.
Yes.
9.
Yeah. And that's why I haven't made one for this week because I was like, I don't want to.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
It was right after the Facebook punch.
And then everything just...
views, because we were getting more. We got 233, then 385, then 426, and that was the Facebook punch one. Mm-hmm. And then it just drops off. Yeah. So I wonder... We were blacklisted.
Because it said something about Facebook?
Well, we talked about punching people in the face. So.
Oh, threat of violence. Mm.
Yeah, which didn't get taken down, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
But it's so frustrating and stupid.
Well, because it's like there's an intention with making a TikTok for our podcast.
Yeah.
And then making all that stuff until we have video. But at this point, it's like, if I put, a couple hours into making a short clip video to get 6 views.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point?
At that point, it's just like, we can just keep doing this and having fun, and then we'll just have a catalog of just us being stupid.
You're right.
And then eventually, like, something will hit or click.
But I am curious, though, to see what would happen, though, if we did have video in the TikToks.
Yeah. No, well, we'll try. That's we got to try.
Because I feel like we got to at least, like, attempt that.
Yeah, we
don't need this on the table anymore.
No.
Fuck you. iPhone.
Fuck you, iPhone. 4.
So, yeah. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
You're being filmed on an iPhone right now, because... That's what we resorted to because we couldn't figure out how to
work the GoPros.
Or neither one of us has $800 to spend on a nice camera right now.
No, that's one of those expensive things where you're like, that's too much.
Well, if good old Joe Biden gets another stimulus check going around.
Did you spend yours already? Or is it gone?
Pretty much. Like it's like bookmarked for stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's like summer vacation. And then, like, the dog we're getting, and we paid some bills, so,
So you're using it like a
I was a responsible person. I didn't go out and buy a TV or anything like that.
Which I think everyone else is doing is they're buying Switches.
Yeah.
With it, so it's just kind of like
that and boats.
People are buying boats.
Yeah, a lot of people like boats are hard to find right now.
Dude, everything's hard to find.
It's frustrating.
Did you know that there was like from last year to this year during the whole COVID thing?
Yeah.
600 more people became billionaires.
600?
Yeah. So the total amount of billionaires is at like 2,400. And all those billionaires kept their wealth and it increased.
What did they do?
I don't know.
How did they become billionaires?
Well, I have no idea like their precise job thing, but that's how many more people became billionaires during COVID.
They're like hand sanitizer company owners?
Most likely, or they have something to do with, Twitch, YouTube, and all
sure,
that stuff.
Okay. I suppose. I mean, yeah, whatever. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
How come we couldn't catch that wave? We just got on the I'm going to make a podcast wave.
After 8 years of being like, do we?
Now we're doing it. If we started 8 years ago, we'd probably be billionaires. Nah.
That's drastic. I like it. I like how far your head goes. If we did something 8 years ago and kept doing it, we'd be billionaires by now.
Well, I'm hoping to be a millionaire in 2 hours.
In 2 hours?
Yeah, that's when they draw, right? 10 o'clock?
Oh, yeah. I thought this was going to be like the 10-year thing when we were 20, and you're like, dude, when we're 30.
Oh, no, I remember those nights where, like, because for those of you that don't know, we grew up on the same street. Well, okay, through middle school and high school, we lived on the same street. Mm-hmm. And we didn't know each other. Well, we knew each other in middle school, but we didn't, like, start talking to each other till high school.
Yep.
Shop class. Freshman year.
Yep.
And so then, like, what am I getting at here? When we go do something in our late teens, early 20s, when we're both living, or when I was living at home with my parents, still there now. They don't live there anymore, but we get, like, you'd go to drop me off, and then we'd spend, like, 2 hours in the car talking about what we're going to do when we're, like, 30 and we have money.
Yep.
And now we're 30 and we don't have money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So now we talk about what we're gonna do when we're 40 and we have money.
I don't want to because it failed so poorly.
Yeah, but like you gotta think by the time we're 40, we gotta have some money, right?
Dude, let's hope.
Or like something.
I mean,
we got $1.
That's true. Can't wait till we're at $3.50.
Well, apparently you have 50 cents. I have 25 cents, and my wife has 25 cents.
Yes.
She broke the news that half of whatever I get, she gets. So I get...
Which feels weird because then you should say everything that she makes, you get half of her shit.
Well, technically...
Technically, you do.
Technically. Actually, we make, like, the same amount of money. Like, our checks are pretty close to the same after, like, insurance and everything is. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's freeloading on my insurance, so...
Freeloader.
Than that dang kid I got.
You just have better insurance than what she's offering?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I guess we never really looked into it, but like I'm a bigger company, so bigger policy. I don't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Plus, there's some like perks that with my insurance that we get. This nice thing. It's they like come out and do home visits for like simple stuff like ear infections, pink eye, stuff like that. We had them come out and check the kid out because we thought he might have had an ear infection. Turns out he didn't. He was just teething.
Gotta love those.
Yeah, so. I don't know.
What's it like having health insurance?
I'm still terrified to use it because, it's... You go to the emergency room, it's still expensive.
Yeah. And, yeah. So now, even though that you have it now, you're like,
Well, I mean, I've always had insurance, but like I still don't. I choose to not go to the doctor still. Yeah. Just because it's going to cost me.
Well, you hear some people are like, you don't have a doctor? And you go, I haven't had a doctor since I was 6. And they go, oh, that's weird. And I was like, I guess.
The last time I went to a doctor's appointment was when 2012 maybe? Mm-hmm. No. Was it 2010?
Before the Earth was supposed to
When did I work at Valley Fair?
That had to have been like 2009, dude. 2009, 2010.
Was it the summer of 2010?
Probably.
That's the last time I went because I was drinking so many Monsters.
You thought you had
Dude,
I had the same thing.
I thought I had a heart attack or my heart was giving out, so I went to the doctor to get checked out. Turns out my caffeine intake was through the roof.
Yeah. No, I did the same thing working at the restaurant because they had the Monster Nitro.
Oh, yeah.
Which had nitrogen or something.
Was it a coffee one?
No, it was just like extra fizzy, and instead of using what they normally do.
Weird.
So I drank that all the time. And I think it was like a weekend where I had to work like 3 12-hour shifts. And then on Sunday when I'm waking up with 3 hours of sleep, come in, I'm like, my heart's going to explode. I was like, I need to go to the doctor. And the doctor's just like, how much Monster have you been drinking?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Well, to be fair, it's been like little sleep and all the caffeine I could possibly drink.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's why. And I was like, well, at least I get the day off.
Those things are so bad as you're drinking one.
Yeah, but I haven't had one of those probably...
Well, it's sugar-free, though, so... Oh, it's a 0-calorie one, though.
Yeah, well, supposedly.
I don't understand how you can intake something and it'd be 0 calories.
I don't... Well, if my body thinks it's 0 and it doesn't do anything like it normally does with, like...
Sure.
Then I'm
you don't
fine.
have a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or feel like your heart's going to jump out of your chest?
No, but I have a weird side effect if I don't have caffeine.
You get sleepy?
No. Not... Because, if you...
get a headache?
No, there's that.
Because you're addicted.
Yeah. I'm addicted, but...
Oh, wow, that's good again.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll set my phone.
Okay. No, so the after the third day of not having caffeine, so completely cutting it out, you get the headache, the aches, whatever.
Sure.
But with me, my back goes out.
Weird.
So
you're physically addicted
I'm
to
physically like super bad, and I haven't been able to get past that 4th day.
So you need to get COVID so that you can't get off the couch or the bed for 2 weeks.
No, but here's the thing. On day 3 to day 4, it gets progressively worse. I wake up and I go, oh, it hurts. It's like pins and needles if I bend too far. So I remember because I was like, what is going on? I haven't done anything. This was when I was in Oregon. And I was like, I've been eating clean. I've been doing all this stuff right. I was like, the only thing I haven't done is not drink coffee because I didn't want to drink coffee anymore.
Sure.
Because we conveniently ran out. And I was just like, well, now I
too
can't.
Easy to go to the grocery store.
Yeah. And then I was like, it was 6 at night. And I was like, okay, I tried to take a shit. Could barely sit on the toilet. Because I was like, I can't. It hurts. It hurts to move. So I wobbled myself into the car, drove to Pete's Coffee, got a mocha. 5 minutes after I drank that mocha, I could move. I was fine. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Weird.
And I've done that twice. I was like, maybe that was a weird fluke. But I tried it again, and I'm like, okay, I have to.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't, and I wish I didn't have that side effect. If it was just as simple as you get a headache and you're kind of cranky, I'd be like, yeah, I can totally cut caffeine. But my body goes, hey, what the fuck you doing? We're shutting down, emergency, pulling the plug.
Weird.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Another weird side effect that I have with another substance, marijuana.
Yeah.
I got so high I couldn't pee once.
What?
Yep.
That's weird.
Apparently there's the valve thing that gets relaxed too much or whatever. When I was so high...
So, you really have to pee and it feels like you're going to pee your pants, but you just can't.
I can't. I can't open that valve when I'm super duper high.
Weird.
Yeah. And so after that I was like, okay, well, weed's not that important to me.
No more of that.
Yeah. So I don't know the threshold of how high I have to be.
That's weird.
Yeah. So it's just I have weird side effects to things that, So if I take cocaine or Adderall, I don't know what's going to happen, man.
Well, you should do it and then find out.
I'll report back.
And report back to us.
I know a guy who's got Adderall, I think.
Oh, sweet.
Or Vyvanse. I think it's called Vyvanse.
I probably know a guy that's got cocaine, too. You can try that too. See how it goes.
I have the nose for it. Don't look. It's not.
I don't have a bush.
Product placement.
I'm getting over a cold, so if you hear me sniffling, that's what's going on. Not COVID, just regular old-fashioned cold and allergies.
We'll see.
But that's why I don't have a beer this week.
Yeah, keep doing that motion.
You gonna put a penis in here?
Again, I'm not. No. I'm not gonna do.
What are you gonna put on my hand? A stack of money?
Sure.
You gonna make it rain?
Yeah. It's not like Microsoft Paint. Like, actually, I found out my computer cannot really handle video formats, so it's pretty slow. So, as far as all those penis things you want me to do,
so you're not gonna do it.
I don't think I can.
Are you gonna insert the faces on my hand like I told you to?
I don't think I can.
How about the stack of money on the table?
It's just gonna zoom in on my face, and then it's just gonna slowly just be like the Office thing, just like this guy. Or I'm just make a bleep sound, like you're gonna put a beep there,
so nobody's gonna know it.
Yeah. We're fine. Professional studio.
Yeah, we're professional. We're in my basement still because we can't afford to.
Well, it would be jumping the gun if we had a studio already.
Well, I don't know how we're gonna pay if we paid for it. I'm tapped.
Fucking tapped. No, yeah, that'd be like, all right, we bought a studio. We have one mic. We don't have a camera yet, but we got a studio.
We get an average of 30 listeners.
Yeah.
I was looking at the analytics today.
Yeah.
Somebody in Texas listened.
Irving,
Texas.
Irving, Texas.
Do we know anybody from Irving, Texas?
Interesting. Yes. I'm not proud to say who it would be.
Well, you're the Call of Duty guys?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. The one that left, that stayed there.
Huh, okay.
Inside stories. Yeah. That's only who I would know would be in Texas.
Huh.
So, pedophilia is bad.
It's a terrible thing.
Fuck you, guy.
Well, I guess
other than saying his name, we can hint around those. Oh, it's too much of a subject.
Oh, we could. Yeah. We should probably just leave it alone.
Should we?
I don't. I'll leave that up to you.
I don't know. This is not the podcast for it.
No,
I got to go on Dr. Drew. So Drew and Drew talk about family trauma.
Isn't that Dr. Phil that does that, though?
Oh, and then I could be like, oh.
You know he's not an actual doctor.
Yeah, he's just Phil. They just call it...
Actually, I think he has...
I think he is actually a doctor.
He's not a medical doctor.
Right, but he's got a doctorate in something.
Maybe.
Doctorate in bullshit?
He's on the...
A doctorate in bullshit?
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. But I saw somebody was like trying to cancel him because they're like, he's not even a real doctor. It's like, yeah.
Oh, so you know the Catch Me Outside, how about that?
Yeah, she's 18 and she has an OnlyFans now.
Yep.
I guess she made $1 million in the first 6 minutes.
6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
Yeah, I saw one of the guys on Barstool. He
talked about it.
He talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Could you imagine
turning 18 and then 6 hours later?
Well, so it's like I understand that she's done a bunch of other stuff. Like I think she made music and
it's shitty music.
Well. Maybe I haven't listened to it.
I've tried to listen to it. It's awful.
Because
I'm like, I wonder what this is. Because sometimes I get in the mood where I want to listen to rap or something.
But I can't get mad at it because she turned an opportunity and is making money.
Oh no, I'm not mad at her for making the $1 million in 6 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, now she's probably got like $10 million by now.
Yeah. Well, she's had to make some money from the time she was on Dr. Phil to now.
Sure, but not as much.
No, not as easy as just having an OnlyFans.
Right, just post a couple nudie pics and then... I still don't have any followers. I gave up on posting foot pictures.
No. You're getting rid of it because you realize how... See, I got you. Okay? You're never going to have an OnlyFans. We're never going to sell our underwear for any amount of money.
Right.
No matter how much you offer us.
We're never doing it.
Never doing it.
You could offer us $1 million and I would not do it.
Yep, not even. Because I respect my body and my penis. So that...
I saw this TikTok and it was like, for $1 billion, would you take 13 inches up the ass?
$1 billion?
Yeah. Obviously the answer...
13?
Yeah. Obviously the answer is yes.
Yeah. 13 billion...
Because I can spend $100 million to forget about it.
Yeah. As soon as you see that number in your checking account, you go... You know what?
But they never specified how big around the 13 inches is.
Well, as long as it's like a horse cock that's going to kill you.
Is it a piece of yarn? 13 inches of yarn?
Okay. How do you stick the yarn up there, dude?
Oh.
That's going to take like 3 hours, just kind of... or just kind of like put a ring, wrapping around the end and just kind of pushing it in at a time. And just boop, 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 boop. And then you go, it's in there, and they go, and that's a sensation you don't want to feel.
Yeah, but for $1 billion?
Yeah, for $1 billion, yeah, it's fine. Or
there's not much I wouldn't do for $1 billion. I probably wouldn't sell my kid for $1 billion.
What if you get it back?
I mean, I could always make another.
So we give you $1 billion for your kid, and you go, what are you going to do with the kid? And be like, we're just going to take him to school.
Like, okay, that's a little weird.
Well, it is weird to say that you would sell that someone would offer you $1 billion for your kid.
I don't think anybody would ever. I don't know. I can't trust anybody.
That's true. That's well done.
So like, it'd have to be like a half up front. No. No, I
freelance payment job, half up front, and then once I'm done with it, you pay me half, and then I'll give you the image eventually.
Can you imagine though? Like, okay, so because we always like did the "Would you suck a dick for $1 million?"
Mm-hmm.
But then you're always known as the guy that sucked a dick, but you have $1 million.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I still don't know I don't know how I'd answer that one.
$1 million isn't enough. Like it would be.
But $1 billion?
It would be nice. Like $1 million would be like, that's nice, and depending on the guy's dick, and depending on the guy, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
like if it was Dr. Phil, if we had to suck off Dr. Phil for $1 million.
Just 1 million.
Just 1 million.
No.
No.
No. I wouldn't put a wiener in my mouth for $1 million.
Oh, $1 million though. Oops.
Yeah, you're the one that gets annoyed about that.
Yeah, $1 million, Dr. Phil. I mean, some slob over there is doing it already. She's probably not getting $1 million, right?
Well, how much is he worth? She gets half.
Maybe.
If they got divorced, you don't think she would take him for all his money?
If they signed a prenup, I have no idea if he's like been married his entire life or he's.
I think he has. I think he's.
Or if he does the Donald Trump thing and he just kind of refreshes every 10 years.
I think he's got the. He's just got the one wife.
Just got the one wife.
I don't know.
One wife. You get one wife.
I don't know much about him. I don't know his background or his history.
Yeah, no one does. It's a mystery.
Oh, that's why he's a doctor.
Yes. Yes. No, I don't think I could suck Dr. Phil's dick for $1 million.
Unless he comes over here and plops a suitcase down on the table.
Like, to completion?
Well, yeah.
That's a whole other ballgame.
No half-ass and shit.
I get grossed out by my own semen. How am I supposed to deal with another man's?
Yeah. You bring up a good point.
Just
yeah. It'd be disgusting.
And is he gonna be polite about it, or is he gonna be like, Rrr?
I don't know. He's giving you $1 million, so.
So I'm assuming it's aggro. I'm gonna be crying. It's gonna be like those videos. You go, my mascara's running and everything.
But like technically, you become a prostitute then.
No, because it's filmed.
Oh, so you become a porn star.
Yeah, and that's not legal or illegal. But then it has to be filmed.
But some.
It
doesn't have to be posted online. But then again,
if everything we know is true, everything that's been recorded is pretty much online.
That is very true.
Hmm.
That's a tough one.
Okay, would you let Dr. Phil fuck you in the ass for $1 million?
No.
No.
No. Not $1 million.
Not $1 million?
What
if you find out he's below 4 inches?
For $1 million?
For $1 million.
4 inches? What's the dollar bill? How big is a dollar bill? Is that 8 inches? 6 inches?
That's probably like a foot. I think a dollar bill's like a foot.
No, so 4 inches is like.
I'm assuming this is 3. This would be 4. That probably.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
So in this scenario, dick size does matter.
Oh, dude, we're putting this out on the internet.
Yeah. Dude, if we had topics, we wouldn't have even brought this up.
No, we wouldn't have. I'm sorry, wife. Or grandma, if you're listening.
See,
Mom, Dad.
No, yeah, but they have to know by now, right? You've told them, like, this is how we've talked our entire lives.
Well, I don't think my parents will listen to past the second episode, but my grandma, because they do this, like, Zoom chat thing every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And my grandma asked my dad about it. She's like, what's this thing I'm seeing? And I was like, just tell her not to listen.
Well,
it's nothing. Just don't listen.
Well, right. Just you have to keep that mindset. Like, you just tell your old folks and everyone there. Just say, don't listen, because you're gonna find out some things about what I'm willing to do for $1 million.
Right.
It's a hypothetical, and Dr. Phil, if you're listening,
where do you see this video? What if you have to go live on his show and do it though?
Like afterwards, and how does it make you feel that I gave you $1 million to suck my penis? And you go, well, I feel like
then it's uploaded to the hub.
Yeah, you know, I came real hard. It was real good.
Oh God. Oh, that'd be awful.
That would be
the worst. But you'd have $1 million, so I guess.
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
I don't know. I feel like $1 million would...
But, like, okay, so $1 million isn't to, like... That's not enough to, like, buy a new identity, so I don't think I'd do it. Because you know word's going to get out.
Especially if it's Dr. Phil.
Right. So I feel like it would have to be more than $1 million, because I got to be able to take my family and disappear.
But, hold on, though. Any publicity is good publicity.
So you're saying that this $1 million could turn into more $1 million?
Dude, if you are known for... for blowing Dr. Phil and going on a show afterwards for $1 million, being totally embarrassed, and then your OnlyFans will blow the fuck up
on my foot pics.
Yeah, because people are like, "This is the guy that," and you just.
So you're saying that I could be like the Cash Me Outside girl and make $1 million in 6 hours?
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
You know, so Catch Me Outside, how about that? Be like,
my lungs aren't fully healed yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Bastard. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
It'd have to be more than $1 million, I think.
Yeah.
Because I gotta be able to like disappear off that.
Yeah.
And not like just disappear to like Ely, Minnesota. I gotta go like nowhere, like where there's no internet.
Like French Canadian country.
Yeah, like the
show up on the
Northwest Territories. Yeah. Well, that's just right north of Detroit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Toronto?
Ontario.
Ontario? Fuck, I know nothing about Canada.
At the border of Quebec and Ontario. And Manitoba's. Ontario and Manitoba are like right above Minnesota, depending on... And then you got Alberta and Northwest Territories. And then you got New Brunswick, Newfoundland. There's another one up there. And then you got the Northwest Territories. And then there's another one. The Arctic, I think. Love that.
Okay.
I don't know. That Cop Keys 616 guy, he could tell you where it's at. The Canadian guy I watch on TikTok. Well, it was Vine, and then...
Oh, that guy, yeah. Okay.
He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious. If you're listening, hit us up. We're basically Canadians. We're in Minnesota.
What are we going to do with this guy?
I don't know. He seems like it'd be a fun party.
Yeah.
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 So, hit us up.
Do that. That's how that works.
I'm in it for a story.
All right. Remember that time we hung out with that Canadian guy?
I don't know if I know any, like, Canadians.
I don't. Technically, I have family in
Talking about them
Canada. Well, their heads bobble, you know?
Terrence and Phillip.
Yeah.
No. So, I went on a private plane this week.
Is that what you took to North Dakota?
Yeah.
Dude, your job. I don't get it.
Yeah. My first experience on a
tiny ass plane?
Well, it was an 8-seater.
That's pretty tiny, though.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Did they serve you champagne?
We had beer on the way home after the workday was done.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it was like so, like, you know, like, when you go to take off or whatever. Well, how to explain it? So, like, you know, when you're, like, the pilot will come on the intercom and be like, oh, we're going to be landing and blah, 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 blah. Or we're just a few more minutes and we'll get our pushback and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Well, instead of going on the intercom, the pilot just goes, you guys good? like before we take off every time. Because, so, like, we flew.
Sorry. I just got a weird paranoid feeling.
Okay.
We're good.
We're good. Okay. And action. So we flew from Anoka to Fargo.
Yeah.
And then from Fargo to Jamestown, and then from Jamestown back to Fargo, and then back to Anoka. But so we took, was that 4 flights technically?
So how imperative was it to you, for your company, to have you fly out to North Dakota to look at something?
Well, there was, so 2 people had like meetings with some other people. So like the boss guy, he had the meeting in Fargo. So the plane was going that way already.
Okay.
And then, I don't know exactly how it works. I think like my company owns the charter company.
Oh, okay. So
like they're like on retainer for us at all times, but then they like do other flights as well.
Okay. So that makes sense why you took a plane.
Well, like, I mean, they have like 4 planes or something like that.
Well, it's just like you're not like top level of the company.
No.
So it's
like, I get, but like they do that, so like it's probably cheaper. So 4 people, was it? There was only 7 of us. So 3 people got off in Fargo. That one guy had 2 guys. One guy had a site visit. The other guy had a meeting, and I think the other guy had a meeting as well. And then 4 of us flew to Jamestown because we're all going to the same place.
Yeah.
And then in Jamestown, we're basically going to the same place. The sites were right across the street from each other. So then, I don't know how much that cost them, but to them it was worth us to go there.
Yeah.
And do whatever we had to do. I crawled around grain bins and get scared of spider webs. Some big spider webs.
I mean, at the day when you're flying back home, you're like, the fuck did I just fly over here to do? Kind of.
Yeah, but it was way like, okay. So the other side would be, they pay me to drive for 5 hours.
Right.
Where I got there in an hour and a half.
Yeah. So I get the time, but like, you know what I mean? Where you just kind of like, normally I just sit at my desk and do this. Yeah. And then now I get to fly in this little tiny jet plane. Woo!
True. No, I don't know. It was an interesting experience though.
Yeah.
So like it's definitely the smallest plane I've ever been on, and I don't fly that often. Which apparently now I'm gonna be flying all the time, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Well, I don't know exactly. They could be like, no, we hated the work he did. He's never flying again. I don't know.
He didn't look at that stuff carefully enough.
But it was weird though, because like right, they would do all their taxiing out, and like you couldn't hear them talking on the radios because it's loud in these planes because you get the motor and everything. But then right before we go, like we get lined up on the runway, and then right before he like throttles up and goes, he like, you guys good? Yeah, we're good. And then we take off. And then like we'd be like 30 minutes out from a place from landing, and he'd turn around and be like, God, we're 30 minutes away. It's like, thanks.
Cool.
Eyes forward.
Come on, dude. How you doing?
Eyes on the road. No, but we had some weather on the way home, and like, you know, when you're in turbulence in like a big jet airliner, it's like a little bounce or whatever. Not in a little plane.
No. Yeah.
There was times it felt like you're like, so like I was in the seats facing backwards, so I'm flying backwards.
Fuck that.
Luckily, I don't like it.
Like, did they have your own parachute too?
No. Well,
did you fly in a DB Cooper plane or whatever?
Well, it was a Pilatus 12. I think. I don't know.
I didn't know that was a brand of plane.
It was a single prop plane.
Oh, single prop? Okay.
Yeah, so
I understand that.
The prop on the nose.
Yeah. Okay, so one of those ones.
Yeah.
You just put those buoy things on the bottom and you got one of those land on the lakes.
I suppose, yeah.
Essentially.
But it's like, it's bigger than that.
Bigger than that? Okay.
It's like the workhorse of the private jets or something like that, private planes or whatnot. But I don't know, it was cool. But the turbulence was a little.
So like fuck that.
When we were coming in the land on one of them, it got really bumpy, and like the nose of the plane, they're like going like this, and then like last second it's like super smooth, but it was so smooth. It was bumpy coming down, but then as soon as that one wheel barely touched the ground, it was super smooth. So pilots did an awesome job. Yeah, and it was just like, it was crazy.
Little planes are kind of like,
yeah. Well, and it's just like,
honestly, every time, you know what? So this is how weird my anxiety is when I go and fly. Yeah. It's not the flying, it's not the takeoff or landing. It's the giving them my ticket and waiting in line and going through the baggage claim and all that stuff. That's what gets me.
Like to find your suitcase on the
carousel? Like when you have to take your shoes off and you go through the thing.
Oh.
And then you put...
That's like the least stressful part of the flying.
But that's where every time I go to the airport, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. And then I'm there, I go through that, I'm like, fuck this.
That's why we're slip-on shoes.
And then I put the shoes on, I got everything, and then I'm just sitting there waiting. I'm like, I'm fine. Anxiety's gone. Yeah. It's that part that gets me every time. I'm like, I don't get it. It's the dumbest thing but taking off in an airplane, flying hundreds of miles an hour in the air, 1,000 miles up, 1,000 feet up, and then landing, that's fine. But
weird.
Yeah, getting in the line, having to deal with them, be like, you have any metal on you? No? Okay. Or nowadays you just go like this.
Those weird scan things.
Yeah, and every time the guy's like, penis, and then you go, no, it's bigger than that, I swear.
But you know what the nice thing about flying this private jet?
None of that?
This is what I walked into so they have it's called FBO. I don't know what it stands for, but it's like a mini terminal. Mm-hmm. You walk in, and the pilots are standing right there in the little airport area. Yeah. You set your bag down, you drink your coffee, and the pilot goes, well, you guys ready to go?
See, that's dope, because I think in Oregon, they have their own little section. I'm sure Minneapolis has theirs too for private shit.
I don't know if Minneapolis does, because there's 3 executive airports around.
Yeah. So
I think that's what they're called.
I think in Portland it's when you're driving to the main one, to the right, there's the one where all the private jets go, and you just go there. I'm assuming it's the same kind of, because I see all those really nice ones.
Oh sure, I think Minneapolis has something like that too.
I think every airport would have it. That's how much we know about private jets and airplanes.
Yeah, I mean it was a really cool experience though. You felt like you're some fancy guy.
See, did you Snapchat it and make a big deal out of it?
I did.
Did you? Okay.
Well, I Snapchat on the morning. I took a picture of the plane. It was like my morning commute, and then on the way home, time to go home.
Nice.
So I didn't Snapchat in the plane.
Oh.
Well, that and my coworkers probably didn't want to have a picture taken of them, so
that makes sense.
I didn't make sure nobody was in the picture.
It would have been great if they're just he's pretty quiet, or he's just an average guy, and then next thing you know, when you get on the airplane, he just goes ting, and you go, hey fam, what's up? How's it going?
like I'm vlogging.
Yeah, you're vlogging. They're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Why did we hire him?
Yeah.
Well, it was a little weird. At first, because of course I'm sitting next to the owner of the company. Just my luck.
Yeah, of course. Don't say anything wrong.
Right, but I mean, dude is super cool.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. Mm-hmm. I don't mind working for him at all.
Yeah, that's good. If he was a complete asshole, you'd be like, oh, I need to change things again.
I mean, I don't know exactly how much money he's worth, but I'm assuming he owns the company. I'm pretty sure he owns the airline company too. And then in return, then he owns all the planes. So, I mean, he's probably fairly wealthy.
Yeah.
But I don't...
So make best friends with him.
Yeah. I mean...
But he probably smells that from a mile away.
Yeah. Well, you could kind of see it the way, some of the guys were talking to him. They're, kind of sucking up to the boss. But... doing that whole thing. But then again, not really. Because we got on the topic of Bitcoin. And one guy perked up. And he let him know exactly how he feels about Bitcoin.
Oh, does he hate it?
No, he loves Bitcoin.
Oh, he loves it. Okay.
Yeah, so, and
all my paychecks go to it.
the owner of the company, he's not too sure about it.
Right. Well, because
I don't know about this.
Well, he knows everything, or he knows how everything works now.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin's this whole new.
Well, and you got to think he's a wealthy guy, so he's probably, he probably knows some more stuff about some things than like the average person, I would assume.
Yeah. So I can't remember this guy's name, but he's super old and he was a real arrogant guy, and he's a wealthy business guy. That's his thing. So he's really old. Yeah, he dresses in a suit. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. He was being a dick all the time. I can't remember his name, but he was kind of known for that. I don't know if you ever watched that episode with him.
Maybe.
He's something Pena or something, maybe.
Okay.
Not sure. But anyways, I see this clip on TikTok sometimes where he's like, if you knew who created Bitcoin and blah, blah, who's behind it all this, it would go to zero. It would go absolutely zero. And it's like, I know who it is. And he just
but that's the thing. Nobody knows who
it is. Well,
is.
and he doesn't say who it is. So it's like, if he's so against Bitcoin and who's behind it, and he knows who does it, why don't you just say who did it?
Yeah, because isn't that like the thing? Like people are trying to figure out who created Bitcoin.
Something like that.
But like they got it traced back to like 3 people they think it might be.
The Illuminati.
One of the 3.
Is it this one? Is that the Illuminati? Is it?
Yeah.
Is that one?
No, that's just a bird.
Oh, what about the dog?
Well, that's a shadow puppet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We tried to get rid of shadows. Remember?
Yeah, but
that's why we had these.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, now I want them back. All right.
Next podcast.
Nothing but shadows.
A shadow puppet.
Yeah, we'll be the League of Shadows.
I can do the bunny ears. So mine will be a bunny, a talking bunny. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll film just the shadows, and then that's how we'll do our podcast.
That seems like more work, but also I get where your head's at.
So we're trying to, for those of you that might not understand where we're going with this, we saw this thing. It was the 1 minute podcast in a tree.
We did talk about this on the last podcast.
And we've been trying to think of like fuck it, we're just gonna do it this way. Mm-hmm. So one of the ideas was we go walk around the neighborhood. We just walk around the neighborhood, and that's how we record the podcast. Yeah. So now the shadow puppets could be another way. We gotta have a gimmick. Yeah. Right now it's just 2 dudes
in their 30s.
In their 30s, sitting next to some foam panels with $1 on the wall.
Yeah. Well, look, listen. Girls have the OnlyFans. We got podcasts. You know what I mean?
Did you see that TikTok I sent you, or it was like the girl was going out to fight for equal pay for women, and then he's like, you got 10 grand, and she's like, yeah, I made that yesterday.
From OnlyFans, and he just rips it.
He rips the. Yeah, because women definitely have a leg up there.
Yeah, attractive women do.
I would say that even unattractive women could make money off.
They could probably make a good couple thousand a month. Yeah, and then like the super hot ones, if they.
But if you
all they have to do is like, I make $5,000 from OnlyFans a month doing. That's selfies and whatnot, right?
That's $60,000 a year.
Right. Then they go. I'll hire a really good photographer and videographer, and we'll do this thing. Yeah. Not necessarily porn, but just like. Bougie stuff.
I can't.
Because you can't say it now. I can't say it. It's contagious. Yeah. So you just do that, and then easily you can make even more money just by doing that. Yeah. We say it's easy, but maybe it's not.
I don't know. Obviously, well, I haven't shared the link out for my feet pictures, so
that's true.
Haven't really tried any self promotion.
That's true, but when we do, it goes terribly.
And I don't even think the podcast is live where we talked about that yet.
No, that's next week.
Yeah, so everybody listening, I mean, maybe it's was it feet pitcher guy or feet pick guy? I can't remember.
You said it in the last one.
Yeah.
So
go back to that episode. Re-listen
to that.
Give it a like.
Give it a like. Comment. Maybe subscribe to his OnlyFans. It's what, $9.99?
Yes.
$9.99. I mean,
I don't remember. I haven't logged in and checked it since we talked about it last.
Hey, you don't know. You could have hundreds of followers by now, saying "I love your."
They would have sent.
I love your big toe.
I feel like they would have sent me an email.
Dude, put your foot next to a plate of marble, and I will lose it.
Austin, if you're listening, send him marbles.
No, not marbles.
I'll send him a chunk of marble.
Yeah.
Please do it.
Don't do it. No.
We'll set it on the table.
He had to stop himself from buying it because...
No, do it because we'll put it on the table as a prop.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, so now do it.
Yeah.
Do it now.
We need props.
Yeah.
We We need to class this place up.
Yes, definitely class it up. So I wonder how comfortable it would be if we were like, oops, doing this, just and like the arm, like would it be easier to talk this way?
Maybe.
Because I feel like I have to face the camera. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe we should put that to the listeners or watchers. Do you want us to look at the camera?
Hey, guess what?
Or do you want us to ignore the camera?
Andrew, guess what?
What?
That's asking no one.
Yeah, but like,
no, I know.
It might go live. We might have 10 people watch it. I'm really trying to set myself low, but I think 10 might be like, we might have 2 people watch it.
I'm just assuming nothing's gonna happen. That's how I'm.
Like you're gonna post it and it's just gonna have 0 views.
It's the same with the TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like.
Or you know what? We'll probably have we'll have 1 view and 1 comment and be like, who the fuck is this fat guy?
No, they'll be like, we love the fat guy, but fuck that bald guy. That fucking guy, his beard is stupid.
Right. Why are you covering it up?
YouTube's weird in their shit. I don't know what's...
You think?
Yeah. So like, any kind of... I mean, I've seen it all the time on everyone's thing where they drink something and it's covered up.
Huh.
Because I don't know if technically we get money from ads and then their product is in our product, which is our video.
So you think that the 5 people that are going to see this are going to...
No, realistically, no. But I'm just being
saying, like if we were able to ever monetize our videos?
Yeah, if we monetize it and it's just like, maybe it's years down the road, then it's like, so it doesn't become a thing.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
Well, I really want to go live on TikTok. Like, just personally. So you can either...
you have to get 1,000 people, right?
You can either follow the podcast TikTok, and the second we get 1,000 subscribers on that, we're at 9 right now.
Right. See, I think
3 of them are you, me, and my wife. So we got 6 that we don't know.
So I think
the second
we're trying to sell the product, the podcast, but the podcast is us.
Yes.
So we have to sell ourselves.
Right.
So we have to show people this on TikTok. So when you make TikToks, whatever they may be, when you spontaneously do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, I don't ever plan it out. I'm not a good TikToker.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't posted on Instagram since I did the goodbye post for my dog.
That's... People are like, I hope he's doing okay. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm going to know him.
Dead quiet on my Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Well, how many people...
I got like 200 some followers on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just people, same friends from Facebook?
Probably. There's some random ones that I don't know. But yeah, it's the last time I posted on Instagram was...
Well, so I think, I don't remember if it was on the last one, but the video that I saw where this chick did all the things that you need to do on Instagram to grow
you talked about that, yeah.
Well, I actually finished the video, and her growth was not that,
Oh, so she was putting in a lot of work for nothing?
Yeah, well, she did it for 2 weeks, and her engagement and everything went up, hundreds of percentages, right? Mm. But her followers and everything didn't. It went up 0.5.
I feel like, I mean, if let's say we do this for 50 episodes or something.
Yeah.
And people, our views go from 30 to 10 and then gradually down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then we know people just don't want to listen to anything we have to say and we'll just hang it up.
True. All right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the YouTube thing will bring more people. I don't know. Do people want to hear us talk about this? The behind the scenes stuff? I don't even know. We're not getting any feedback. We got some feedback right away, but since then we haven't really gotten any.
And we keep talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I know, but nobody's saying don't talk about that shit.
That's true.
Or just tell funny stories.
So we don't know.
Just talk about random shit.
I mean, we were talking about sucking off Dr. Phil earlier. So I mean, if they really like that part, then just listen to that part.
I mean, yeah.
We talk about business, sexuality.
Well, we talk about everything, and I don't know if you out there have any tips or advice or just want to comment, just leave a comment. Don't be afraid. Be nice though.
Be nice.
Or be mean. I don't know.
Fragile. Or if you're going to be mean, be
funny.
Yeah, at least be funny about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Like that that J-Pan girl that does the weird dancing with the wine. Mm-hmm. She posts, is it the meanest or funniest comment in the next video? She posts that one. Which
is smart because that means she'll get engagement on her video. And then people are like, oh, we're participating in the... Yeah. So then she gets more followers and views and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Smart.
Maybe we should do like a... we'll Venmo you $1 for every 100 followers. We'll pick one random person and Venmo them $1. I'll do that.
We've only made $2.
No, I'm out of my personal money. Every 100 followers.
You're going to regret that.
Okay.
You're going to regret that.
Why?
Weird things happen. I'm just saying.
So you're saying...
So I'm saying...
So like if we got to 1,000 followers, it's only $10. I'm out $10.
Assuming we make more videos and we continue to do this.
Okay.
Right? And people are like, their production value is amazing. They're so funny, blah, blah, blah. But some of their older stuff is really bad. And then this catches you. Say, I'll give $1 to every 100 followers.
No, not... Every 100 followers, I'm going to pick one random person.
Right. So 1 out of 100 followers.
Yeah, gets $1.
Gets $1.
Yeah.
So then, what if we have 1 million followers?
Well, that means I will have given out $1,000. Right? That's the math, right? Yeah, because 10,000 would be 100.
100,000 would be...
Well, what's 1% of 1 million?
I don't know.
God, math. I gotta grab my phone.
This is online eventually now. Don't know what 1% of $1 million is. It's 10,000, isn't it?
I don't know. 1 million times 0.01. It's 10,000. So I will give it away 10,000. Maybe I will hate that. Yeah. Okay, up to 100,000 followers, I will give away $1 for every 100 people that follows the Drew and Andrew podcast on TikTok.
Yeah. So when we're like 999, 1,000, and this person gets $1, and then one person's like,
yeah, that's how I'll do it. The 100th follower, no, it'll be random. So if your followers 1 through 100, I'll randomly pick one, and then 101 to 200, I'll randomly pick one.
Okay.
And I'll Venmo you $1.
Okay.
I'm sticking with it.
You're sticking with it?
I'm sticking with it.
I'm clipping that then. That's gonna be.
Maybe they'll give people incentive to follow us.
You know what? We're dead. Yeah.
And then for every 10,000 comments, I'll pick one random person and give them a nope, not doing that.
Nope.
No.
No. So no. That's such a bad idea.
Oh, I could do. No, because it wouldn't be worth it if I did like a penny.
No one would give a shit about that. No.
Or I can mail you $1 and I'll sign it.
I mean, can you make the false promise of like, say, $10,000 to the first, or to when we get to 10,000 followers?
Can you make that? Like, can you just
like? Can you make?
Who's gonna hold us to it? Are they gonna all unfollow us?
Well, like that too. I'm assuming you can get in trouble for saying that, but
maybe. Can
you make $10,000 when you make the first 10,000 followers? Is that like too high of a number to like?
Like, can we make that much money off of? No, I don't know.
I don't think.
Like, are you talking about make that much off of TikTok?
Like, do you just then have to take out a loan of $10,000 and be like, here you go. Hopefully that will incentivize. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not Mr. Beast.
Right.
I mean, if we get to 1 million,
but he started off somewhere, right? He just didn't have.
Yeah, he started off. Dude, he's got like 1,000 videos on YouTube. His first videos were like him playing Minecraft.
Man, that's how everyone starts.
And then him doing like random shit.
Yeah. Has your brother made another Minecraft video?
He's gotten busy with school.
That makes sense.
So, because I keep bugging him about it, and then he showed me what he was busy with, and I was like,
Yeah, fine, get it.
Well, he's like a month away from graduating, so it's like.
Yeah, want to get that done?
Yeah. Don't screw that up. You're a month away.
Yeah. He's like, no, man, I'm gonna make my second Minecraft video. You understand, man?
Yeah. Well, plus, he works too. So.
Yeah. Does he? Did he get any views on that one?
He's got like 7.
7 views on YouTube.
Like 2 of them are me.
Damn. I know one of them is me.
I mean, he's got. I mean, it's like just like us. You just got to keep putting it out there.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering if because it's a Minecraft video. Minecraft is kind of like the.
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it's because it's so huge, everything gets lost.
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I've never tried to make a gaming channel, so I don't know.
No, I've streamed once or twice.
See, I'd be terrible at a gaming channel because I'm just not entertaining enough when I play video games.
It's pretty difficult to actually, like, if you're playing a game.
You gotta be engaging
and then talking.
You can't have dead space and all that shit.
Well, you can, but
yeah,
but then you gotta be good at the video game if there's dead space.
I don't know. So like if when these videos go up on YouTube, if this takes off, does that mean we have to start vlogging?
No.
Do you hate me just for saying that?
Yes. I every time I've never seen one in real life, a vlogger.
No, I haven't either.
But if I did see one, I don't know how I'd react. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'd be like, good for them. They're out there making the cheddar.
Yeah. So I've seen some guys that make like fishing videos. I've seen them in person, like at boat launches and stuff around Minnesota.
Right.
But I haven't seen them with their camera out, like talking to it.
Okay.
Never seen that.
Well, because I've watched videos of people vlogging when they're going to like Chipotle and shit. I'm like, that would piss me off.
You don't want to do that though. I feel like we should do it as a joke. Like if we get like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, we should do like a day in the life.
And then it's just me just on the couch eating chips.
Well, a day in Drew's life, and then we'll do a day in Andrew's life.
No.
We're going to.
No.
Yeah. I'm making...
Then I'm going to make up the most... I'm like, I go to Valley Fair every day. This is what I do.
Well, that's... We do it as a joke. It wouldn't be like what we actually do during the day. It would be like
I fuck so many bitches.
Be like, waking up at... Like, me, I would pretend to wake up at...
I wake up at 4:30 all the time. And then I fucking work out for 2 hours like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, and then I would like... I drink my coffee naked, upside down. Mm-hmm. My hang-up thing. Yeah, in your deprivation tank. Yours is upside down because that's how it works. Yes. Right, your self-deprecating tank. It's where you take insult. You insult yourself. Self-defecating tank. Oh, so you hang upside down and shit yourself. Maybe sometimes really it cleanses the soul. Yeah, you really figure. Sometimes you hallucinate, you know, but it's because all the blood's rushing to your head, along with the poop. Yeah, along with the poop, you know, and the smell and the fumes, the ammonia. Because you're peeing too, right? Well, you pee when you poop. Yeah, you pee, you poop and pee, and then you spin. Oh, we made it to 57 minutes before we went off the rails. Dude, we went off the rails like 20 minutes in with Dr. Phil. Oh, that's true. You keep forgetting. You're blocking it out of your memory, and I'm going to remind you that we keep talking about that. Well, I forget what we talk about on these things. Yep. I get a text message from Austin all the time. He's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? What's this coming from? See, nobody ever texts me. Maybe my friends don't listen. Well, that's fucking rude. Fucking rude. Yeah. You rude guys out there. Yeah. Well, he listens to it when he's driving to and from work and stuff. So like, I think it automatically downloads to his phone or whatever, and then he just kind of plays it. Well, at least we got a loyal listener. Yeah, you know, and it's better than nothing. Yep. My wife listens every week. That's unfortunate. Hi, Andrew's wife. Hi, Connie. Oh, okay, we're doing. Hey. Well, it's not like. So would you suck Dr. Phil's? Oh man, don't ask her that. No, of course not. She would do it for $500K. I'm kidding. Oh man, hopefully her boss doesn't see this. What? How does that work? I don't know. I guess her boss doesn't know me. Whatever. You're doing the weird thing that parents did when Facebook first came out. Yeah, I know. Like, well, I'm a parent now, so so you you skipped the headline. You're just there already. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. I don't know. How dare you? Can you imagine yourself at 20, looking at yourself, you're afraid to talk about what? Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Yeah. I saw this TikTok though today. It was yourself in 2018, versus yourself in 2020 in a fight, who would win? I feel like my 2020 self would be 2018 in a fight.
In a fight?
Yeah.
Well, people don't change that drastically in 2 years.
I know, so it'd have to be like 2009. Peak physical ability. Versus 2020.
Your 2009's kicking your ass.
Yeah, I was running and working out a lot.
Yeah. And then you had all that extra rage.
I did.
You know? I remember.
I was an angry guy.
I remember.
I was an angry guy. When did that change?
I really don't know.
Because there was like a switch. All of a sudden, it was just like one day, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to let things bother me anymore.
That's true.
I just did not give a shit about anything.
You couldn't be alone for the longest time.
Yeah.
And then, like, when it was like a Thursday, Friday, it's like, we're hanging out just even if there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I just didn't get those phone calls anymore. I was like, interesting. Maybe he's dead.
Was it?
And then you're just like, yeah, no, I'm just staying home. I'm like, what?
Was it when I went to Ely?
No, it was after you came back.
No, after I came back. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Because I used to be like so like jacked up and always ready for a fight and.
That's true.
And then eventually one day I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it was probably after you.
Fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's more laid back. It's definitely being laid back is definitely the way to go.
True.
Because being frustrated and angry about everything is not the way to go.
No. Yeah. Obviously.
No.
Definitely not the right way to go. But
it's definitely easier to be laid back. But I think you have more fun when you're angry about everything.
Things did happen.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to say being easygoing and laid back is what you want to do, or what you should do. We all strive to do that.
Yeah.
But getting angry and being mad at stuff is so easy.
Yeah, and it's a lot funnier for the people around at times.
As long as it's not directed at people. If you're more getting mad at like some silly like, why is that fucking car looking like that? And everyone's like, we don't care, bud.
Right.
And you go, you know what? I'm tired of Nissan Sentras.
Why? They're stupid looking cars.
Nope, stop it. No. You know what really grinds my gears? Nissan Sentras.
I don't even think they make those anymore.
Like a Pontiac. Those are gone, right?
Yeah, Pontiac's no longer a company.
Yeah.
That was the whole cash for clunkers in that area. Obama.
What? Obama? What's going on?
Well, like, you know when that economic crisis happened?
Yeah.
And then they bailed out the auto industry.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of that bailing out was they had to, like, close down divisions that weren't making money.
Oh, so they closed down Pontiac.
I think Pontiac was part of that. There's a couple other, like, types of cars that, like, GM made that they stopped making because they didn't make any money.
Hmm.
But Pontiac definitely was one that...
Yeah. They gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yep. I don't know. We're at an hour.
You want to go out there? Want to call it an hour?
Yeah. Hopefully,
be precise and easy.
If we don't ever make another one of these, it's probably because I won the lottery.
Most likely.
Or if the production quality goes through the roof,
yes,
it's because I won the lottery. Yeah. Because if I win the lottery, I mean, there's no reason to not do this.
Yeah, because then it's just like...
What else are we going to do?
Yeah.
Sitting around millions of dollars. I need something to do.
Yeah, I need something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll turn this into we'll just make it our full-time job.
And then just blunt force it into the algorithm.
Yeah, we'll just shove it
fucking
in there.
beat the shit out of the YouTube algorithm.
Spend $1 million on a set. Oh, dude, if you spent... Do you think, like, okay, so if you... So, if, like, let's say I won the lottery, right? Mm-hmm. And it's at, like, $43 million for the Powerball.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I spent $1 million on production equipment, like a set and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we did this still, but we got no views.
That would be...
Do you think... But do you think you could buy views for $1 million?
I don't know.
Like, by doing that? By having, like, a really fancy set and, like obviously it'd be, like, the best cameras. We'd be filming in, like, 8K and then posting in 4K.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And but do you think that that would like? Do you think that philosophy would work, or does it matter what the set looks like as long as you have good content?
It has to be content, I would say.
So you're saying that if you spent $1 million on it, if people don't like what you have to say or like watching you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, and we're probably gonna find out the hard way.
Well, I mean,
maybe
so far, I mean, we're getting 30 views a week. I mean,
yeah, no, I know, but it's weird saying or agreeing to that like people would enjoy listening to us talk.
Yeah.
Like obviously we have friends, and when we talk, it's fun.
Yeah,
but,
people like to hear our stories.
But like, imagine doing that in front of a stadium, in front of a bunch of people. It's just you and I talking, and people are all listening, doing whatever their thing is.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and the reason why like specifically like comedy podcasts are so popular is because no one talks like that. Generally,
that is very true.
That's
very true.
And it's just you and I, so it's like our topics and ranges, and sometimes we go on tangents about. Marble and dick sucking and OnlyFans. But that's every dude in their 30s, I want to say. Because it's like...
Is it every dude in their 30s or every dude in their 20s?
Both, probably. Because, again, I found out that one guy who was in OnlyFans and made like a shit ton of money, right? But he had to videotape himself having sex with women.
Sure, yeah.
Right, so he has to put on this extra work. Right. He actually has to do that, and he does the dick pics and stuff.
That's a lot of work.
That's just putting it out there. Just oof.
Which I don't know if anybody wants to watch me do that anyways. Man, but how sweet would that be if I won the lottery tonight?
Oh, you're already in it. You're already there.
I told you.
This is a big problem for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just constantly, just always.
Tomorrow morning when I wake up and check my lottery tickets and I realize I gotta sit down at my desk over there and work. Mm-hmm. It's very depressing.
Yeah.
But tonight I'm gonna dream, and I'm gonna dream big.
Yeah, dream.
I might even go on a website and build a yacht tonight.
Wow. Look at you.
I know.
Look at you.
Living the life.
Yeah.
Dreaming about fancy things. I'm still taking donations though to buy a Ferrari or
that's still the thing.
So if you want to send me $1, maybe I should set up a Venmo that can.
How do you get sponsored by Ferrari?
I don't think Ferrari is gonna even touch us.
No, we're too good for Ferrari.
No, I think
they only talk to like Italians, right? I'm kidding.
I don't know. I don't even know like who is sponsored by.
I don't think they even. I don't think they do ads.
I've never seen.
They say, "You know who the fuck we are."
Yeah.
You're buying our.
It's
car
like
if you want.
It's like that when we're on their website and we couldn't find a price.
Yeah, they're like, you know how much this is.
Yeah.
You don't need to look.
People that are buying these don't care what they cost.
Yeah.
They're just buying them.
Yeah. So. Because if you have to ask how much it is, they go, "Get out of here.
Leave.
Yeah.
Bye."
Who the fuck do you think?
You know what's funny?
How much do you think?
Lamborghini started as a tractor company.
That's absurd.
And the reason
they really fucked up.
So Lamborghini.
Those are the worst tractors.
Well, I don't know. I've never driven one.
A Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Used as a tractor.
No, like Lamborghini.
No, they started off as a tractor company, but I'm saying they screwed up so bad because they have Lamborghini cars, and those have nothing to do with tractors.
Well, the reason he made the supercar, the Lamborghini, the car that we know today as a Lamborghini, is because the guy Ferrari said, "You'll never be able to have one of my cars." So he said, "Fuck you, I'm gonna make my own."
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Like a fuck you became.
It's like
that.
Fine. I can't have one of your cars. I'll make my own, and it obviously worked out for the guy.
Yeah, clearly.
Mr. Lamborghini.
Mr. Lamborghini.
I don't know. I'm assuming his last name's Lamborghini.
So did Ferrari fight with Lamborghini and Ford?
Yeah.
So.
Well, he didn't fight with Ford. He fought with Shelby.
Okay.
So the guy, because did you watch that movie?
No, I just know that movie exists.
So what happened was Shelby, who the Shelby Mustang is named after, he raced cars.
Yeah.
In like that type of circuit, and then he was making a car for Ford, the Ford GT or whatever, and yeah, that's how the Ford versus Ferrari thing.
Okay. So this Ferrari guy was just an asshole. pissing off everyone else to make competitive cars, right?
Ford wanted to beat them.
Yeah.
And then it's a good movie.
It's like rap battles for white people.
Yeah, except this is like on a whole nother level.
How dare you?
Like,
how dare you? No, I'm kidding.
But it's like it's like they're spending millions of dollars on product development.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
a fucking car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know. Oh, we should probably end it. I'm running out of things to talk about tonight. Then it's a Wednesday.
Yeah, fucking Wednesdays. Oh, yeah.
Well, I had the cold, so we had to push it back, and then.
Yeah.
Anyways, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Bye.
Later.